Happy living. I'm happy. I'm always happy.
Is it happy living?
Mm-hmm. I'm an optimist. I'm always happy.
Let me see how you guys are doing. Yeah.
Testing.
Oh, I look all dressed up.
Yeah.
I would never dress this down for Debbie.
Oh, thanks.
No, for you, I'd show up.
But this is okay.
My shirt off. but-
He's so professional. He's such a good
Now we
person.
are live on Facebook. The mics, as you probably know, are always live.
Yeah.
Even when we break for commercials. So.
Oh,
Yeah, when we used to do the show here, Land Title Talk,
Yeah. How long ago was that?
gosh, it was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
do you want the
July.
word?
Yes. Now is Stephen going to be involved in
Uh-huh.
that?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Every time I do this, Allison gives me a secret word. I have to fit it into the conversation. But Susan's going to make it to it.
You do spend a lot of time at the supermarket.
One day the word was it cucumber? I was with James, and I said, yeah, I was in the supermarket picking out cucumbers. All of his buddies teased me, go, what was she doing picking out cucumbers?
I was wondering why you were telling people what he was buying. So he's got lettuce in his cart, he's got some cucumbers in his cart.
That's fine.
Okay, well. So I do have a little news.
And we have to fit it in a lot, right? For them to guess it. We have to fit that word in a lot.
Yes,
Okay.
each of us has to fit it
Okay.
in,
Okay.
because
Right.
then the
So I'll make
contest
sure
is.
that.
I can do that.
I can do that.
The contest gets a little convoluted. And I didn't have anything to give away, but I did get Ned to give me a cookbook.
Good, good.
So,
That's a good idea, though. I
Well,
think
actually,
that's great. What?
uh-oh.
give away some Vince's vouchers to the restaurant at our office.
Oh, right, that little cafeteria.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Give 2 Vince's vouchers with the Ned's cookbook if you want to.
that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
They
Yeah.
can get whatever they want.
Really?
It's one per person, but yeah,
Where
you
is
can
this
see it.
place?
That's in our office.
It's in the building. Is it called the Ameris Building now? What's it called now?
I call it the Mayor's
Yeah,
Building.
I do too.
It's really the, oh my gosh,
What is it?
Hamilton Upchurch.
It's the Upchurch Building?
Hamilton Upchurch.
You know where
I
we're
thought it
talking
was.
about on US 1? It
The
used
four-story.
to be. It was the Prosperity Bank Building.
Yes.
Now it's called the Ameris. We call it the Ameris.
It is the
That's where his
Ameris.
office
I
is.
call it the Land Title Building.
Right, I do too.
If I can be so bold.
Now, does Julie work? Julie Settle?
Julie
work?
Settle, mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to work with her at Olsen because I wrote for Ken Yerber.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
The Old City Title?
No, Old City.
Old City Magazine.
Oh, magazine.
Yeah.
And Ken
she came
Yarbrough.
on later as I think the office manager.
She's good.
She is good.
Yeah.
And then
I like
she
her a
did
lot.
some volunteer work for my son at Florida Man Games the second year. She did some video, some Facebook
Her
stuff.
son runs the Florida Man thing. The Florida Man.
So your son must be Pete?
Pete,
Wow, I love Pete.
I do too.
Yeah, Pete's great. I mean, Pete's good. I miss him in the 904.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
do.
It was different this year.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and I'm not saying anything down about what they're doing there. They're great. I mean, that's what
Well.
we use. I mean, because we use the 904 for our. Oh, is
You
it?
have a show.
Yeah, we have a show there. So we look, but Pete was really good. I miss
Oh,
him.
you do?
Yeah.
You have a show there?
Mhm.
How often?
Once a week on Thursdays.
Oh,
Is it once a week?
I mean, we miss a lot because Rusty's in court or something.
it's you and Rusty.
Yeah.
We still have like 4 minutes. So 5 years ago, you had a show. right?
What's that?
5 years ago, you had a show here.
I think so. 5 or
How
6 or.
long? 4.
We did it for years. 8 years, I thought it was. All my time's
Oh,
screwed
wow.
up.
Wow, then, because I've had shows on and off since 2008,
Yeah.
I think. And Pete and I did a show here.
Yeah.
You're the best. I think you're the best host. Yeah, she's just unreal. Because you're funny. You keep it going. You know
And that's
about
so
everything.
key because when we
Yeah.
did the show here, without oh my gosh, what was her name? The owner? Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to write. I can't believe it just for her name. Without Chris, I just didn't want to do the show. She was really good about keeping me and Rusty grounded, and She was so wonderful.
She was
Yeah.
amazing.
Has
Matt
he-
and I talk about her
Yeah.
all
Has
the
the
time.
new owner
She
taken
was
over?
like, well, now we do have live mics on now on Facebook, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can't talk too much about that.
No, but
I see it's 105.5. He's here now.
yes, they rent.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But yeah, that's a conversation for once we're off Facebook.
Right.
And it's all good. But yeah, Chris is amazing. She's like the soul of the station.
Oh yeah, Chris was wonderful.
She was just.
And
there's
she was
no
great.
one like her.
Well, me and Rusty would be talking, and she'd call us out, man. She'd put us right on the carpet, you know.
Good.
And
Did she?
so-
Good. Which made it interesting.
Very much so.
I just sold her daughter a home, Aubrey.
Did you really?
Yes.
You did?
Uh-huh.
You worked with me?
Yeah, with Aubrey. Matt.
Yeah.
I thought you knew that.
I think maybe I did.
Oh, I just
I
love
think
her.
maybe I
And
did.
her little son. Oh my God.
Jack.
Yes. Oh God. I had her come to my office to file for homestead exemption. I wanted to make sure she got it. So she got it. You know, she's
Good for
covered.
her.
Oh,
And Jack
awesome.
came and I took him up front, gave him the bag to get all the candy and junk.
I miss her.
Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's weird because the station is so much Chris. Like, that's all I think of when I come in the station.
Right.
Is Chris and
That's
doing
so
the show. And
sad.
she's so
She was
funny
so
and so
young.
sweet, but so, hey, don't mess around.
Oh no.
You know, she was,
No, she would.
she was no pushover.
She would kick your
there.
butt, and you thank her for it. You know?
For sure.
I just got chewed out, and let me give you a hug.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
She was great. There's just no one like her.
No, there's no like.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
How come you wear the headphones? Does it help?
For me, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can use them if you want.
I don't really care to. I just didn't know if
I don't know
should.
why I always have like the headphones, but I always have for some
But it
reason.
makes you look cool.
Maybe that's what it is. You know, men. They always want to look cool.
I don't like them, but I have prompts that I have to hear
Right.
through the phone.
Right.
I don't like to hear myself talk.
In
Oh,
all
I don't
reality,
either.
you don't really need it. But I just always felt the radio. I liked having them. I don't know.
I thought I was supposed to start singing, you know. Or,
Well,
isn't that, is that what you do when you sing?
I don't know.
No?
Hey, I'm ready to hear you sing though. I didn't know it was an option. Is it?
No, I'm not a good singer.
I don't
I can
believe it.
sing, but you know what I love the best is Queen.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
Oh, my
yes.
God.
Yeah. Anything that Queen does,
Yeah.
such a unique.
That's
group.
neat that Rusty does that.
Oh, he's
Now I can't hear what you're talking about.
Oh, what about Rusty singing? Rusty
Rusty.
Collins
Oh,
singing.
Rusty singing?
Yeah. I'm going to ask him
I
next
didn't
time.
know anything. He didn't sing during his presentation.
Well, it's,
But
He will, though.
he would. We did. I'll sue you. I mean, when he did, I'll sue you by Weird Al Yankovic. I mean, yeah, I'll sue you by Weird Al Yankovic. And he did it in front of a bunch of judges. They just thought that was
Oh,
so
my
funny.
God.
Yeah.
That's so
We played
funny.
for some type of event for judges and attorneys. And he got up and sang that.
He's so funny.
What a song for an attorney
Oh yeah.
So no one liked
to be
him.
singing.
Oh yeah.
Well, and Megan Wall has awesome things to say about him. She's like, he's a miracle worker. I
Yeah.
can call him up at like 9 at night, and he's like, give me 10 minutes, I'll get it
He
done.
will.
Yeah, he does.
He gets the pro bono award
He'll
every
give
year.
you the shirt off of his back. He's
Yeah.
just unreal.
That's
Go
why-
in his office. He'll give you. It doesn't matter. Just sit back, talk, and
And he don't know how to charge anybody, so
right.
he'll always
Exactly.
be a poor attorney.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, is it live? She said it's
Good
not on
morning.
Facebook.
Yes, we're live. Good morning and welcome in to the St. John's County Morning News. I am your host, Susan Johnson. It is Friday, March 27th. Yes, excuse me, I had to look at the date. And it is approximately 8:06 a.m. We have a huge show to get to, and there's a lot to talk about. We have a couple of giveaways. I have very special guests. Debbie Duno with Watson, 35 plus years, top producer. And then I have a first time guest, Stephen Collins, who I'm a little intimidated by. But
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's not true.
But what we're going to be talking about is the proposal to eliminate property taxes. Now, we know it died in appropriations, I believe. But I do think it's coming back, and I think this conversation needs to be had before it's, on the table, so people have an idea of what could possibly happen if this goes through. But first, we have a contest that we're going to do. And we have a secret word. So I have to write down how I'm going to do this contest because it sounds really complicated, but it really isn't. Okay, we have a Ned's cookbook to give away. Ned Pollock, founder of Gypsy and Ned's Southside Kitchen, has a cookbook. This is probably one of the easiest ways to get a cookbook is to win this contest. Otherwise, you have to track him down in his truck, and he'll sell you one out of the back of his truck. But, sometimes he's a pretty hard guy to find. So, here's what you have to do. Each of us is going to say a word. You don't know what the word is, but but you will know once you hear us say it. So what you need to do is, when you think you know the word, pop it in the comments. Even if you see the word and you know it's the word, pop it in the comments, because everybody who comments is automatically entered to win. If you get the word right, you will get 2 chances to win. And the first person to put the correct word down will have 3 chances to win. Is this making any sense?
It makes sense to me.
I'm going with
But I'm
it.
half nuts.
I was going to say that, but I thought it would be kind of rude. So basically, if you comment, you're entered to win. If you get the word, you're entered to win. Even if you get the word wrong, you're entered to win. But if you get the word right and you're the first person, you're entered 3 times. 1, 2, or 3 times to win. You have all weekend, because the show sits on the WFOI page, all weekend. Most people do watch Friday afternoon. And then I'll go through, I'll list all the names. Last time we did this, I had 500 names to go through for the cookbook. So this is another chance for you guys. And then I'll use a random number generator. Monday afternoon, I'll announce the winner. So how does this sound to everybody?
And can we add the 2 Vince's vouchers?
Yes, I like that you bring gifts when you come in.
Yeah, 2 Vince's voucher to Vince's Sandwich Shop there in the Ameris Bank building, the 4-story building right across the street from Flagler Hospital. And we'll give you 2 Vince's vouchers. Vince's vouchers.
Vince's vouchers.
Say that clearly. But, and we'll add that to the kitty.
That would be awesome. So will people pick these Vince's vouchers up at your Land Title of America?
Well, I'll bring them to you. It's part of you giving it out. So it'll be with the cookbook and the Vince's vouchers, which is
You could bring him a sandwich too. You like cheese and tomato sandwich, right?
Cheese and tomatoes, my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, they have all kinds of great sandwiches. They have Cubans and all kinds of good stuff. Not that we're going to be advertising for them right now, but the Vince's vouchers are great, and they have fresh vegetables, tomatoes, lettuce. They have all kinds of good stuff there. So,
Wow. Do they have like any kind of special tomatoes, or they just use probably?
no. I mean, once you eat
Fine
there,
grown.
fresh vegetables. Tomatoes are fruit, by the way.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, let's not
So
have this.
I would say fresh vegetables and fruit. Okay. So,
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
So you're going to win food in some form or
great
fashion.
food.
Food that's made or
Right.
food you can cook.
Yes.
Right.
And
a
I
cookbook.
will say the cookbook does have the gypsy chicken and the recipe. The
Well,
dressing
I
recipe.
just need the dressing, the
It's in there.
gypsy dressing. Or Ned's dressing. What do you want to call it? Yeah, that
So
stuff's
good.
magical.
Purple Olive has some. Pete from Purple Olive, who went into Gypsy, the old Gypsy building.
Oh,
He works for Ned.
okay.
He's like a protege, but he's doing an incredible job.
As long as he has that dressing.
Yeah,
I'll go in
he's
there
got
and
it.
eat that.
He's
Mhm.
got it. Is this a food show or are we gonna?
It's
Very
always
confused.
about the food. Always about the food.
Don't get me started on tomatoes.
Hey,
Man.
Me too.
you gotta have your
Okay.
favorite fruit.
We are going to move right along because I'm just going to read a little synopsis of the bill. Because a lot of people think all of a sudden property taxes are gone, eliminated, but that's not how it works.
Right.
It's a gradual, I think over 10 years, 10-year period. It's the homestead exemption gets I don't know how that works, but,
We'll explain it.
okay.
I'll explain it.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to start now?
Yeah, could you
Okay.
just explain how it's going to work? It's not gonna be a total, all of a sudden, you don't have to pay any.
No. And can I say hi to Presley and Reese first?
Of
Mimi
course.
loves you.
I forgot, it's
I
the
know.
Austin Lee Family
Of
Hour.
course it is. So homestead exemption means when you apply, if you live in a house 6 months and a day of a year, and you have to live in the house on January 1st of that year, you get homestead exemption, which means it takes off about $50,000 off of the assessed value of your property taxes, which means you save about $800 to $1,000 a year. But the benefit of that is your taxes can only increase by 3% a year. That's a big savings. So when someone buys a house, if they don't apply for homestead exemption immediately, they're really kicking themselves because forever now, they're going to be paying about $1,000 more because their taxes that first year will be higher and can go up 10%. So homestead exemption is very, very important. Anyone's welcome to call me, call Stephen, and go through it, and we'll tell you how to do it. From what I understand on these property taxes that they're talking about getting rid of it is for people with homestead exemption, not people who buy it as investments and other things. May I please tell you how I met Stephen though first?
Yes, please do,
Because it's so interesting.
we need to know a little more about Stephen and why he's actually sitting here, because
Right.
he does have credentials. He
Right.
didn't just
Yeah.
fly
Thank
over.
you.
He's the best. Stephen Collins owns Land Title, and I met him I started Watson in 1990. In 1991, he came in, and he was a kid, and he'd go, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And every single day he'd come in, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And I finally went, "I'm going to give this kid something to do." So I started with them, and I used them all the time for all of my listings when we closed to do all the title searches and the title work. And I'm back with them. We had a little bit of separation, no real reason, but we're back together. I love him. Steve is an expert. He knows what he's talking about. That's why I invited him to help us here with the property taxes. But we go back way 36 years.
Well, I have to say, I've never met you before, but I did do some video at Southeast Branch Library for Rusty Collins, who's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an attorney, and his talk and his knowledge and the way he presents things, just fantastic.
We'll have him
Fantastic.
next.
So now,
Very
why
good.
are you here?
Well, I'm here
After
because,
that.
well, appreciate Debbie having me here. Land Title America been around since '97 officially when I opened my own company, but when I met with Debbie, I was working for my father's company, Collins Title back then.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here to talk about this homestead stuff, to put it lightly, because I think it's an important topic
Oh, I do too.
for our
Yeah.
state and for our and dare I say our elderly people too, and
Right.
and so it's gonna be a fun topic, and I can't
Yeah.
wait to share some of my thoughts about this.
Yeah.
Yay. So could you just help me understand as we set the basic groundwork for this? The homestead exemption is going to be, it's going to change every year for 10 years. Is that how this is going to be instituted?
No.
Okay.
No,
See, I'm wrong already.
that was what the Senate was trying to propose.
Okay.
They wanted something where it was more gradual. They didn't want it to be all at once, and start with like $100,000 and then it kept growing from there. But what Governor DeSantis wants is an instant, as of 2027, if it's your homestead property, excluding school tax and excluding your special assessments or your
CDD?
your CDDs or your MSBUs,
Yeah.
those you
Trash.
still pay. It would be exempt, and I'm a fan of the bill.
Yeah.
Mhm. As
I know.
DeSantis proposes it?
As
or-
DeSantis proposes it, because I think that, we work all of our lives, and I deal a lot with distressed properties. It's one of our specialties at Land Title.
Right.
So we get to deal with the people who are struggling, and they come to our office, and it's a real disheartening thing to see someone who's worked their whole lives
Yeah.
to pay their properties off, and for whatever reason, be it timing, they relocated. Because one thing I will give Florida credit, we do have a great homestead provision
Right.
when it comes to taxes, and that is if you file for your homestead exemption and you got the 3% cap, and so your tax can only go up so much. So you can see that your market value is much greater than what the actual assessed value is, and that's wonderful, and that's savings that you have, you get to enjoy. But there's changes in people's lives into where they lose that cap savings, because if you and when Amendment 1, I call it, I might be saying it wrong, when we passed the rule that you have portability. So if I lived in a home for 20 years and I need to relocate or downsize, I can take the cap savings that I have, I'm enjoying in my house now, and transfer it to the new house. And so that's wonderful. That was a wonderful rule, and I'm glad that thing passed. And it really helped out a lot of people. But there's elderly people that still, there's circumstances that just causes to where they can't enjoy that, or they relocated from another state, and now all of a sudden they've worked their whole lives raising kids, whatever the situation is, and now they just can't. The taxes are such to where it's hard to live. Right. And we actually have individuals who are losing their homes due to taxes. Right. And it's interesting is, a lot of these elderly people are counseled to get reverse mortgages. And by the way, I'm a proponent of reverse mortgages. I think they're a good product for elderly people. But the one thing that gets you in trouble with reverse mortgage is if you don't pay your taxes. Okay? So you have an elderly person who gets reverse mortgage, who's getting their life organized, and they have medical problem, a medical emergency, somebody gets sick, whatever the situation is, they have a tax bill of $8,000.
Right, and that's...
And they just get in a bind. And I love this concept of allowing people who've worked their whole lives, who've given everything, to have, and now it's like you can never be free. You can never have a payment-free situation. I think people should actually be able to live in a home, and if they've worked hard their whole life, enjoy the benefits of that without having that big burden of a tax bill.
And I think that's one of the pluses. I mean, and we can do pluses and minuses when we come back from break, but is that without this, basically you're renting from the government, because if you can't pay your taxes, which for elderly people on fixed incomes can be huge,
for
paying
the
your
county.
property taxes.
We're helping the county.
Yes.
With cost. Yeah.
So this would take that away. This would give them ownership of their house.
Give them ownership of that, but they're not getting away from paying school tax. I mean, this is not you're not going to pay any tax. Because you still have your garbage, recycling, the MSBUs.
Right.
You may still have special assessments. You may still have CDDs. You still have association fees. So these things still have to be dealt with.
So we're going to break. We will be back in just a few minutes. Stay close.
I was going to explain CDD because most people don't understand what that is.
What's that?
I was going to explain what CDD is.
Yeah, we need
most people don't understand that.
Right.
And yeah, I agree with it too. When I read about it, when I was at physical therapy yesterday, property tax was going on. I read it all. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. And they make it up like with sales tax or investments.
Well, here's my passionate truth. And you know what? Maybe we should save it for the radio show, because sometimes I think it's fun to keep that energy live.
Yeah.
So one of the rules that me and Rusty have when we do our shows is that any break we don't release the energy by talking about the topic.
Right.
We keep the energy real.
Well, let's talk about food then.
Let's talk about food.
Okay.
Let's talk about what?
Food. Let's talk about food. So my husband cooks every night, and when he doesn't, I make sandwiches. And the only thing I eat is a cheese and tomato sandwich. Seriously. Seriously.
It's
and
a
lot of
secret
pepper.
to her beauty. Now we know it's cheese and tomatoes.
Cheese and
And
tomatoes.
we have a comment about your beauty.
What?
We have a comment about your beauty.
It's
So
probably my
please-
twin sister.
Well, I miss you so much. You look beautiful.
Is it Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my Thank you, Jenny. You're the prettiest girl in the whole wide world. She's my identical twin.
Well, I have to second that if she looks just like you. Has she kept as good care of herself?
Yes, she has, yeah.
Wow.
And she was going to be
That's
here
a bold
today.
question to ask.
She was going to be here today, but they had to leave early. Because
Wow.
I was going to have Marty and Denny on.
Yes,
You
that's
haven't met
right.
Denny. I should
She
have brought-
was going to be here today.
Talk about food. That's all they do. They live around, and I'm not kidding. Marty and Jenny, my sisters. Hi, Marty and Jenny, I love you. They live, everything's around food.
So I missed because I had my headphones on. We're talking about food. I mean, what did you say on your show?
So I don't like talking about the
What
topics
we're
we're
gonna
talking
talk
about
about.
on the show, because there's a natural energy that if you pre-talk about it, then when
Right.
you try to recreate it, it's not natural.
Yeah.
And so I don't,
Spontaneous.
yeah, I like the
Yeah.
spontaneity because this is it's a
Okay.
spontaneity. I like that energy,
Yeah.
so I don't want to
Yeah.
really talk about the topics while we're off, because then the energy is
Okay,
gone. So,
that's fine.
Yeah.
We can talk about
We
food.
can do
I
that.
love
Talk
tomatoes
about food.
just as much as anybody else. I'm with the tomato clan here.
Well, I'm for marinara sauce, tomato sauce, with my angel hair pasta, which I can't eat anymore. So I've got this.
Why?
Why?
It's a weight gain. But you know what's good is they now have the palmetto root or something.
Oh, I don't know about
It's
that.
palmetto something. It's a root.
Uh-huh.
Some palmetto root. or
That's
something.
like pasta?
like
It
pasta.
tastes like really?
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
And it's good?
Well, probably not. But for a desperate guy who wants that,
Yeah, I like
that
that
sensation,
kind of stuff. Yeah.
it's probably not. I'm desperate. Desperate people do desperate things. So, but I like that. I'm a
You
tactile.
look good though.
Mwah.
You do.
I'm working
I mean,
hard.
He's
I'm
just,
working hard.
It just cracks me up because he's, I mean, so successful now and such a good looking guy, such a good person.
Well, thank you.
Good person. Because I've called him when I had no right to call him and ask him to help
Really?
me with stuff.
Yeah. You've earned the.
And
you would have the
without
right.
a doubt, he
No.
would drop everything and help me and do stuff, go way
She
out
has
of
that
his-
power over a lot of people. By the way, I'm not special. She just has to ask people, what can I do for you?
Aw,
What can I do for you?
He's so great.
But she's earned that though. A lot of years of earning that. You don't get that unless you earn it, and she's earned it.
And you too.
Wow.
She is amazing. She loves what she does. You can tell just from
Yeah.
talking to her. She's honest and she cares about the people who come to her
Yeah.
office.
And remember how we talked about Chris? How Chris can kick your butt and you'll give her a hug afterwards?
Yeah.
Same. And we are back. You are listening to WFOY 102.1 FM, 1240 AM. You could be on our website at 1021news.com, or you could be watching and listening on our Facebook page, which is WFOY Radio St. Augustine. I encourage you to go to the Facebook page, if at all possible. Of course, not if you're driving or, concentrating on something else. But because we're doing a contest, you're going to win Vince's
Vouchers.
voucher.
Two.
Say
Two
3 times.
Vince's vouchers.
Vince's vouchers.
Vince's
Two of
vouchers.
them.
And a Ned's kitchen cookbook with the dressing recipe, the Ned's dressing recipe in it.
Because we love food.
Yes, we do love food,
We
and
love
maybe
food
we'll just
too.
talk about food for the rest of the show. But no, all you have to do basically is make a comment. We do have a secret word that we will be saying throughout the show, and you get extra points if you mention the secret word. So that's it. It's that easy.
And not that we should be talking about food too much, because I know we have important topics here. But the great thing about Vince is that they actually will cater to your needs. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Maybe they just do that for me.
Right.
So maybe I'm about to get myself in trouble.
I don't know what you're starting
But they
here,
do. I have a certain diet, and as I've gotten older, and I'm
Oh, that's
58
great, yeah.
now. Oh my gosh, I'm 57.
Oh my
I'm going to be
God.
58. I'm not 57 or 50. 68 is when I was born. So I guess I'm
Oh
50.
my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, because to
I
me,
was like-
you've always been a baby.
I was like
I don't believe it.
21 when I met you. But
Yeah,
but
uh-huh.
they cater to my needs. And so the great thing is I go in there and I ask them, and they'll make certain things. So if you wanted to, you can go in there and ask for a tomato mayonnaise sandwich if you wanted to.
Right.
They will do anything for
Yeah.
you. And they make a special breakfast for me, egg whites. I mean, they go overboard to make sure that they cater to your needs.
Yeah,
And
So
they're
they're
wonderful
food
place.
enablers.
Right.
Well, they want you to be healthy. They want you to keep coming back, and so they'll actually cater. And I hope I'm not in trouble now. Maybe they only do that. For
I
me.
know.
Maybe I'm special and I just blew it.
I can
No
take
more
the
soup
comment.
for you.
I
So,
have that cup. I wanted to explain CDD before he
Yes,
continues
please.
on this because it gets confusing. So when we're talking about homestead exemption taxes, they're trying to make those exempt for homestead exemption people. But the CDD is a community development district fee that is charged for amenities and infrastructure, and you see it a lot in the newer communities. The older communities in St. Augustine, we never saw them. In fact, I don't remember seeing them until the early 2000s.
I
And I
didn't,
would
yeah.
go, what? What's that? So it's a community development district fee, like in Entrada. Theirs is about, I think, $1,200 a year. They pay that on top of their taxes. So if they have a homestead exemption, they could lose or have the ability to not pay the taxes on the homestead exemption, but they'd still pay the CDD, it's separate.
Now, is that something that can be increased to make up for lost revenue from?
I don't think so,
No.
no, it's set, it's bonded right when they build, the
Yes.
developer, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that CDD will not increase because there's no more ad valorem taxes.
Okay.
And the developer passed that on to the buyer, I remember, yeah.
Right.
So, because one of the things people seem to be concerned about is that lost revenue needs to come from somewhere, and if it comes from services, eventually, like if the roads deteriorate, there's not the money that there once was for road sanitation
Right.
and all those other essential services, that's going to decrease property values in the neighborhoods as those things decrease.
I'll let
Well,
it
This
see.
is all speculation.
Yeah.
I have a valid concern about our police officers, our firemen.
Right,
We don't want those services to be diminished. And there's a rule that in that they're going to require that the budgets are set in 2025, that if this passes, then they will not be able to, just cut services
Right.
for police and fire. So that's going to be baked into this thing. And
Right.
I don't want us to diminish our services, but I think that government, and I love our government, don't get me wrong. I think city of St. Augustine, St. Johns County, I live here for a reason. I grew up here, so
Right.
you'd think, well, I just got lucky, and I didn't
Yeah.
realize that because I moved
Yeah.
away like a lot of people do, and I
Yeah.
was gone for 3 years and came running back, begging St. Augustine to take me back.
They say you have to do that, move away, and then, especially if you grew up in your hometown,
Right,
you need to
right.
move away and then decide. to
So
move.
I love our government here. I think we have a great government, but I still think government is a little bit lax on their budgeting. I think that we're not always wise about how we spend our money. I think this would be a great exercise for us to tighten our belts and things that maybe, do we
How-
really
how
really
they-
need a Taj Mahal for
Right.
community, for the county commissioners to meet? There's things I just, let's just rethink. That's water under the bridge. Fine. We can't go back, but we can at least think forward. What can we do to tighten our budgets a little bit, and let's be a little more fiscally responsible. I mean, the amount of money that comes into the county is
well, do you think that
And
they'll,
we're heading to break,
That's
so, Facebook people can still, of course, tune in and hear us, but we will be back after the news. Stay close.
this show moves so fast, so I know.
I'll send you real quick.
What?
Cindy just called me. I want to see her.
Oh, okay.
Make sure it's nothing to her.
Allison said
Okay.
that's hilarious.
Okay, this is from Allison.
Uh-huh.
2-ton Tessie, you should eat more fruits and vegetables like tomatoes and lettuce.
2-ton Tessie?
That's what she said, not me.
Thank you, sissy.
Let me see if I can tag you.
Okay, 2-ton Tessie, you should eat more fruits and vegetables like tomatoes and lettuce. Oh, Jenny, excuse me, but people are going to think I'm 2-ton Tessie. What about all the exercise I did, the marathon? Oh, that's funny. My Jenny just left yesterday morning.
Aw.
It was so good seeing her.
Whoops.
Oh, this is interesting.
Because I won't let David Duno see you.
These are excellent questions. The questions are these the questions people wrote into you?
No, I didn't do these are just things I was thinking about.
Excellent questions. We could go a whole thing on just going down the list here.
Well, let's try doing that. I don't know if students
Yeah.
go to that, but those are things I just, when I was doing my research, I thought, these might be.
So maybe when you come back, I can answer the first couple because this
The reason I
Right.
didn't do
Right. So
contributor questions is because they were all over the board.
Yeah. Well, a happy good morning. Show Susan. How are you?
I know him.
I'm going to have you next, Rusty, okay?
I warned her. Make sure your husband's okay with having him.
Oh, he will be. He'd love it.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Sure, that will
Oh,
pump
he's
up
so,
the viewership.
he is hilarious. He's just a trip.
He's nuts.
There's no one like him, right?
There's no one like him, but she.
He's just a trip.
Yeah.
Total trip.
So I'll let
certifiably
you guys.
nuts.
I thought he was awesome, honestly. People.
If you like nutty people, then yeah.
Because I taped all the presentations. I think she did one a week or one a month, for a couple of months. But his got the best response out of everybody.
He's
Austin's,
good. And he knows how to talk. He knows how to.
Or who? Oh, Rusty.
Yeah.
Rusty,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
He's entertaining.
Oh yeah, but he really knows his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
he'll
God,
say
yeah.
things like, "Oh, this is what they'll tell you, but this is what's
Right.
really going to happen." You
That's
know.
exactly like it is, right? Yeah.
So I'll let you guys go through and figure out what.
I was just going to answer a couple of these questions and then hand it over to Steve. Just, they're very simple but interesting questions that they do get confusing. So I'll just answer those and I'll do it.
I don't like these headphones. I can't hear a thing. If
Yeah.
You guys are talking.
That means they're great headphones.
Oh, yeah. Of course, if they did it the way they're talking here, by the time they do it, I'll probably be dead.
Well, you're talking about the dragged out version.
Right, yeah.
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 Yeah, they're doing it by the 10-year program. You're gonna live in 50 years. What are you talking about?
Right. But, you know, are they still talking about doing it that way, the
Well,
gradual?
that's what the Senate wanted.
So, because I don't know, do you know about that?
And I
Yeah.
think
Okay, I'll let you
that's-
talk about that.
Well, I mean, I don't think that they're even going to consider that. I think they're going for the all or nothing.
Oh, really?
That's what I
Because
think.
I thought that, yeah, I thought
hope-
that the language
I hope so.
was going to be changed and DeSantis was going to look at the language.
And he
strike.
might go with that. I mean, something's better than nothing. You got to be willing to give and take, right?
Right.
So,
I honestly have to say this. I can't believe you're, how old?
I can't either.
don't even make me get emotional.
58.
Start kissing you
58.
and hugging on you.
When's your birthday?
October 5th. I'll be 58 October 5th.
I just can't believe it.
I
Ooh.
I
honestly,
had no idea.
and this is kind
The
of,
more
you know,
you don't want to get me all mushy and gushy on
I
you.
thought he was in his 30s.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I'm not even
I knew he
kidding.
was
I'm
over
going
that.
to jump
No.
across this table, start kissing on
I
you.
I'm
thought
not
you were
kidding.
50 because I know but then you couldn't because you were 21 when I met you. I just can't believe it. You do not look that old. How old is Rusty?
Rusty's 61.
There is
Oh
no
my
way.
God.
It's because I don't know.
That's
It's all those tomatoes you guys are eating.
That's
Well,
exactly
it's
it.
all that acidic, helps
Yeah.
keep the skin young.
Tomato, tomato.
And we are back. You are listening to WFOY 102.1 FM, 1240 AM. You could be on our website at 1021news.com, or you could be on our Facebook page at WFOY Radio-St. Augustine. I do want to remind everybody that you can still comment throughout the weekend because most of you, I understand, watch Friday afternoon, sometimes Saturday morning. So it's not too late to get in on the contest for Vince's vouchers or Annette's cookbook. So
2 Vince's vouchers.
two Vince's vouchers. So I won't, you've got till Monday morning. So I just want to give you some of the comments here. Michael Mann worked at Action Title many years ago. Class X, you both, he says.
Aw,
Class
well,
X.
thank you.
And
See, I get no
excellent
credit.
professional.
Anybody next to Debbie will be considered a class act.
Aw, you're the
Well,
top
you
of the
are.
class.
It's all those tomatoes you're
Aw,
eating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to read Allison's comment. I think Michael's is the only one I can read. Okay, so I'm going
Nice.
to turn this over to Stephen and Debbie.
I was just
To
going
kind
to
of address some of
yeah,
these
because
issues.
you've got some really interesting questions that I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about. They're simple questions. I'm going to answer them quickly and turn it back over to him.
Okay.
But what category of homeowner stands to benefit the most if this goes into effect, and which will benefit the least? Anyone who has homestead exemption would benefit, and that means living in your house 6 months and a day of every year, and you have to be in the house on January 1st of that year. Once you file for homestead exemption, it's forever until you move or you rent. You don't have to file every year. Once you filed, you're done. Then, will home buyers now qualify for a higher priced home, and what will that mean for the market? Yes, because a $400,000 home, the taxes would be around $4,000. You still have the school taxes, but let's say they take off $3,000, and that's what, $300 or $275 a month. That could increase your mortgage payment, or towards your mortgage payment, which could increase the price of the home that you could get.
What we call buying power.
Buying
Buying
power.
power. So it will increase a buyer's buying
Oh,
power.
absolutely. It would benefit, and I bet we'd have a lot more people moving here, which I'm not. But they
That's
would.
another
If
show.
we got rid of property taxes for homestead exemption, that would be remarkable. And also it says, who would not benefit? Any investors? And we have a lot of corporations who came up, bought blocks of
Yes.
homes, and a lot of that is the reason our prices are so high too, and they appreciated 40 to 100% during the COVID years, 2021 and 22. We had corporations buying whole blocks and then
And-
using them as rentals.
And
Yeah.
also, our tenants, or people who rent, I mean, this could affect them.
Right,
Let's just be honest.
exactly.
Because
Good
we
point.
don't know what's going to happen to the millage rate. Once
Right.
you start changing and you exempting out homestead, counties will look at their budgets. And what I really hope happens is that we become fiscally responsible. I don't know if government and fiscally responsible ever can go hand in hand.
Yeah,
I don't know if it
I
can.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's not a slight on our government. It's not. It's just
It's
a
just
natural.
people. Yeah.
It's just a natural
So this,
effect of government.
this could adversely affect the rental market.
It could
Which
Because
is
of
already,
investors.
man,
because if taxes
Yeah.
go up on investment property
Right.
to offset, then what's going to happen is what's going to happen to rents.
So we have to be careful
Right.
there too,
But what will that encourage?
not investors,
It will encourage home buyers,
home buyers.
yes.
people to buy
Being
their
able to
primary
afford
residence
to
because
buy
they
a
will
home.
be able. Yes, and
Yeah.
that's really what's great for a community. Anyhow, if I
Right.
could be so bold to think
Yeah.
that, or to say, not think, but to say that. When people invest in the community, buy a home, they become a permanent fixture.
Yeah.
I think that that's always good for a community.
Yeah. I
So
do too.
if this encourages people to do that, then that could be one of those other benefits of it.
Uh-huh.
But if you are a tenant and a lifelong tenant, you think of these big apartment complexes,
Right,
and the
right.
millage goes up on those. Everybody's rent's going to go
Yeah.
up. So
Right, but it could have unintended good consequences from the consequences of investors buying blocks of houses. Short-term rentals is what I think of blocks. They
Right.
use them for short-term rentals. So
Right.
this could cut back on that type of,
well, it could, and then what they do if they start looking at the numbers and they can't charge enough rent to cover what their expenses are or their profit margins, because
Uh-huh.
they'll cover their expenses.
Right.
But if they don't get the profit margins they like,
Right.
then they flood the market with their homes for sale, which would actually drive the
Right.
price down a little bit.
Right.
This is all speculation. It doesn't.
Right.
There's no merit
Yes.
to what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but these are possibilities.
Right.
And so there's all kinds of unintended consequences we got to think about. I think one of the ones that I really I'm concerned with is our police officers and our
Mhm.
firemen.
Me too. Yeah.
Because we want them to be
Right.
rewarded for putting their life on the line
Yes.
for our safety.
definitely.
And
for
and
sure.
so and those expenses we need to take that in consideration. But I just think that we really shouldn't, like you said, Debbie, is always be renting our homes from the government.
Right.
We need to have a vehicle to where if you work hard and you're rewarded, and you
Yes.
can live in a home, you're going to have your CDDs if you live in that community development
Right.
districts, or your garbage pickup. Those are expenses you have to pay.
Yeah.
Or if there's a special assessment for a road out front. And I think that's, to me, is something that is reasonable, you know, and there's got to be a fine balance. And you think about the taxation, this general taxation of everybody. Well, maybe some of our taxation should be area specific. Okay, roads need to be improved for a specific area. Well, present it to the people in that area. Do you want to vote for this? And then
Right.
if they do, then they have a special assessment for their
Right,
area.
yeah.
These are all kinds of things that we're going to need to think about.
Wow.
I am a fan of this being passed to help our elderly people and
Yeah.
also to help people who are first-time home buyers, for
Right,
heaven's sake.
exactly.
You think
I'm
somebody,
a fan of it.
you think a person coming into the market for the first time, they can't afford to live
Uh-uh.
because the cost, the
Yeah.
monthly carrying expenses of those taxes is, I mean, if you converted that into a percent, it'd be interesting to run the math. Now, if Rusty were here, we'd have him do it for us.
You mean at the cost of what the taxes
Taxes.
are?
If you got $5,000 in taxes and you convert that into what that would be towards a payment, and if you could lower that number,
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, it's just, it makes it to where their buying power's more. They can live, they
Yeah,
can survive.
416 a month, yeah.
Yeah, so
Gives
it's
them some breathing
it
room.
Right.
just it makes it possible for people trying to get in the market the first time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really going to benefit them. Our people who graduate who now have their first job. Taxes actually
Right.
prohibit some
Right.
people from being able to buy a home.
Yep.
Yeah,
But the people who've lived here for a long time, I mean, I know people who've lived in a house since, 20, 30 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and they've had that cap in place, their taxes are relatively affordable.
2000.
But because even the portability, even
Right.
with portability,
Yeah.
if they're downsizing, not all that portability is transferred. And if they were exempt, they might be more ready to make that move versus just staying where they are.
Exactly.
Right.
And staying dormant. So,
Exactly.
what about snowbirds? How does it affect them if they own a home?
Well, they're
Yeah.
they'd be investment or just
They'd be
a
investor.
second home. It's a totally
Yeah,
different
there's no
product.
exemption for them.
Yeah.
And that's just the cost of
Right.
enjoying Florida.
Right.
That you have the benefit of having a second home, and it's just a different class. I mean, different class, but if you have that benefit, you have to pay the taxes that go along with it.
Right.
We care about the homeowners, first-time home buyers, getting people into homes, elderly people who can't move because of the taxes, because
Right.
some portability is over, but then they have to pay that much more in taxes if they move to a higher price or even a lower price.
Yeah.
And not that I have anything against snowbirds. I mean,
Oh, no.
I don't.
Uh-uh.
But I do like the focus on long-term residents and the benefits for them.
Right.
Like you said, people who've owned their home for years and years and years and are
Right.
now on a fixed income, they need some kind of a little,
We need
Right.
affordable housing, and
Right.
this would help immensely.
and we are heading to break. But
Okay.
we will be back for our last 10-minute segment. Yikes.
Yeah, the affordable housing thing is what I'm really, really into. I mean, that I get more joy, like with Victor.
Oh, Victor.
You met Victor too?
His book is coming out. His
Yeah,
next
is
book.
it soon? I don't know if you met him. We
I don't think I
closed at Land Title. Wait, did we? I was positive we did. Anyway, I had him on a show. He's a disabled vet. He bought a home. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I just love him. And we became really good friends. The house is absolutely beautiful off Old Moultrie Road. And he doesn't pay taxes because he's a disabled veteran. He's someone who's never owned a home. He never thought he'd be able to get into a home. And he has a beautiful home for his little girl. It's
He's
just,
a character.
he's a character. I just love him.
His next book is coming out in May. I'm
Is
going
it
to have
May?
him on to talk about it.
Are you? Oh, good. I saw him the other day. He stopped by.
Oh, he did?
I just.
He
uh-huh.
lives right there.
Oh, he lives right down the street. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's great.
I just love him. He's just a character. I love, my customers that I get. Just you get to where you just, you love them. You can't help it.
Yeah.
You really care. But that gave me the biggest thrill. One of the biggest thrills of my whole career was
It
seeing
was
him
great
in that home.
having the two of you on the show.
Yeah.
It was a great show. He was.
So I think the biggest reason I'm in favor of this is so people can get into homes and they can afford them. Our homes are so
Do you
expensive.
see any Oh, we're not supposed to be talking about this on the break.
Oh.
It's true.
So sorry.
I'm just thinking about, how much that would, help people buy
Yeah.
a home for the first time.
Right. I know. When the market crashed in 2008, well, we all learned together how to do short sales.
No.
Remember that? Oh my God. We'd have I remember one time we had these.
There were only
20
short sales.
Only short sales.
We didn't have anything else.
And we had to learn on the
Really?
fly, yeah. And that's when you owe more than it's worth and the bank agrees to take less, but it's a less of a ding on your credit than bankruptcy, than foreclosure. And we all had to learn together. Trissa was awesome. And so was
Wow.
Christy
Yeah.
Lee. I remember she did a really good job.
Yeah.
Does the bank really want your house, or will
Well,
they work with you? I
they
mean,
want the money from it, but what would happen is on a short sale, we'd have one listing, it would go under contract at least 10 times because it would fall through at the end. We'd have to start all over again. We had to negotiate with one bank or two banks. It was just, do you remember the guy, Greg Peckman?
Yes.
Yeah, he wrote a book, a short
Yeah.
sale book.
You know,
Tris and I are in it.
Wow, rightfully so.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he had 10, 12
Right.
that
He
y'all
had-
helped him get rid of.
Right. He had bought 22 homes on the canal in Palm Coast. He was a mortgage broker. So he bought all these homes from like 400 to 635. They ended up selling for 175 to 235. And we had to do all the short sales, but he felt obligated to the debt, so he started paying off the debt himself until he went bankrupt because
Oh
he
my
felt it wasn't right
gosh.
for him not to pay it.
He tried his best.
And he got
Wow.
me through, I think that was through Dave Ramsey. That's how I got it.
It was through Dave
Yeah,
Ramsey. That's
yeah.
right.
Dave Ramsey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a Dave Ramsey agent back then. So that's how I met him. And he had, right at the beginning, I think there were 8 of them. It was crazy. And then I go to them. We were like this. We were so busy and making nothing. you know,
Making jack.
making
pennies.
nothing.
And you're both still in the business.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell the resilient agents from the ones that aren't, because a
Right.
lot of them just got out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The rest of us who had no
Yeah.
other choice.
Right. Exactly. That's what we do.
And guess what? We're back. You're listening to the St. Johns County Morning News. In studio today is me, your host, Susan Johnson, and we also have Debbie Juneau with Watson Realty, a top producer for over 35 years, and Stephen Collins, who is the president and owner of Land Title of America. Is that
Correct.
correct? Yay. We've been talking everything from tomatoes to homestead exemption, and we have a kind of little list that we're going through there. 10 minutes left.
Where were we? We were talking about.
Well, I'm going to say that this is going to come to vote. Okay?
I think so too, yeah.
And I think it's going to be.
November?
I think it's going to be on the ballot. I think
Yeah.
it's going to make it to the ballot. I really do.
Yeah.
Whatever the rule, whatever's coming to the ballot, I think that it would be a good thing for Floridians to vote this in, whatever form we get. I mean, because the Senate wants a more laid back, benefit over 10 years, a slower approach to this, and that might pass. Okay, Ron DeSantis wants the instant bam.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of a fan of that one, but the Senate wants more of a gradual change.
To figure out how it
Yeah.
will work.
And that's the one that
yeah.
just died.
Well, Ron DeSantis is the one that just died.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the one
No.
that was a gradual.
No, that's
Ah.
the Senate's proposal.
So we just have to figure out which one's going to be on the ballot.
Which one's to be on the ballot, but whatever
Yeah.
one shows up on the ballot, I'm just a fan of it. I think that whatever we can do to give
Right.
Floridians a break,
Right.
to help them to be able
Yeah.
to afford their homes,
Right.
and afford the opportunity to be a homeowner.
Yeah.
Because
it
first time
still
home
is the
buyers.
American dream.
Yes.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
And home ownership is key for a community, and people who make a vested interest in the community.
Yeah.
Tenants, we need them too. We need people's lives are sometimes in a volatile state, and they
Right.
need to be able to rent.
Right.
And that's great too. But when somebody can settle down and put the roots in the ground and get to know people, have accountability to their area, it's
Yeah.
good for everyone. And so I think that this passing would be good for us as Floridians, for all of us, me personally, my family, and helping all of us.
I've got a good example too.
I just want to ask a real quick
Uh-huh.
question. If people have questions, can they call either one of you?
Oh,
right there?
absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Do you want to just give out your...
It's Debbie Duno at 904-669-0282.
And I'm Steve Collins, and you can text me or call me on my personal cell phone, 904-501-4481, 501-4481.
Me
And
too.
we'd love to help you.
And I'm gonna pop these in the comments once I get home, but I can't
Okay.
do two things at once, so.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Text
Oh,
or
good.
call.
Okay, so, where do you wanna go?
The average, this is just amazing to me, and I don't know why it didn't hit me, but the other day I'm reading something, and it said, the average price of a home around the country is around 400. And to able to afford a house of 400,000, you have to make 114,000 a year. Now, what people do you know that make that, when, if you got a teacher or a nurse or whatever, who makes, so that's why we are where we are, and that's why I'm in favor of this, but I'm also in favor in lowering our housing costs, which however it works, however we can do it,
Yeah,
because it went up
affordable housing is
so
a
high.
huge issue.
so quickly, and now it's leveling out, but I don't think it's going to go down to where, we're not crashing, I don't see that,
No.
but I see lowering of prices and houses staying on the market a lot longer. But
But they say that's a healthy transition. If homes sell, if you just slap a price on it and they sell, then that's not really good for our market. What we have going on right now is a
it's good for my market.
well, it's good for my pocketbook. Owning a title company, I like that you put any price and it sells. But if I take myself away from my business, what's healthy for the market is people happen to be reasonable on their price.
Right, right.
Where sellers have to think about what it's going to take to get their home sold.
Right.
And it's not just a slap up for sale sign and sell. And
Heck
what's
no.
happened is the rates helped that a little bit.
Right.
It helped us all
Right.
take a deep breath. The
Yeah.
prices have leveled off. I still think it's a great privilege to live in St. Johns County.
Mhm.
Me too.
So it's worth the fight to get here if you can. But you know what? There's surrounding communities.
Uh-huh.
Don't stump your nose at them.
Right.
If you want to get a start in real estate, and that's the key. Just get started in real estate ownership. If you got to go to
Right.
Putnam County, then do it.
Right.
You know,
right.
don't ignore and pass up the opportunity just because you're too afraid. You know,
Right.
they always say you date the right mayor of the house, and so just find something that's going to work for you. Rates will fluctuate, and you can always get into a better situation. Don't let that opportunity pass you, because I don't think prices are going to get any better than what they
Yeah.
are right now.
I know.
And
I think you're going to do it. You got to take advantage of it now.
I think the affordable housing conversation is like a whole different, there's a little bit of
Right,
a component that enters into this, but it's really a whole different conversation, because I honestly don't think eliminating property taxes is going to affect people who are in the really affordable market.
Correct.
uh,
We need
you know.
more affordable housing.
Yeah, we just
And
need
as I
different-
mentioned, we have someone coming who's starting to do that. And once he gets started, I'll have him on the show.
Yeah.
Workforce housing, and I
Right,
think
yes.
that there's opportunities for that, and I think our county has done a really good job with that, actually.
Yeah, they're working hard on
Yeah.
that. I admit, yeah,
Yeah.
they are. They've got like Bill Lazar.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think they did a good job, and there's still opportunities, and what we have to do is realize that home ownership is a blessing. I mean, it's a great blessing.
Right.
And sometimes you need to understand you're not going to buy downtown St. Augustine in your first home. You're not going to buy on the beach your first home. You can't. I mean, just be reasonable with yourself and find an opportunity for you to at least get started.
And as far as like the real estate market is concerned, this is just one, eliminating property taxes would be, in your views, one component that can push someone toward homeownership
Yes.
who
Right.
may not be considering it at the moment. This is
Exactly.
a reason to think about it and explore it a little more.
Right.
Definitely can afford that
And
monthly payment.
especially elderly senior citizens who can't afford to buy medicine, food, and pay taxes.
What do you think the average tax bill is in this town, this county?
Probably 5,000.
I think it's 5,000.
Yeah.
That was the number I came up
Right,
with.
yeah.
And you divide that by 12.
Right.
That's a chunk of money every
Yeah,
month that
yeah.
you're trying to afford.
It's a lot, yeah.
Especially if you're on a fixed income.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that is,
Yeah.
and you're right, the seniors are having to choose between medications, paying the rent, and buying food.
Right.
Or the rent or the mortgage,
Right.
and buying food.
In
I mean,
South
that's a
Carolina,
daily-
their taxes are like 2,000, where ours are 7,000.
Yeah.
They're 2,000. So that's why that apparently is the largest growing state in the United States. I couldn't believe that. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So
Wow.
if that happened to us, that'd be a great big benefit to Florida, and people could finally move in.
So let's, with maybe 3 minutes left, let's just go over pluses and any minuses, the big things that stick out in your mind about this potential elimination of property taxes, which I think is going to happen.
I don't see any minuses, honestly.
You see no negatives.
No negatives, as long as they can figure out how to take care of infrastructure. The schools would be taken care of, cops, firemen, as long as that's all taken care of, which it would have to be. So if they have a good program in place, I'm in favor of it.
And I think it's a big thing to emphasize. This doesn't apply to school
Right.
levies.
The negative, I do believe that when it comes to government, fiscal responsibility is a challenge. And the millage is going to go up, period.
Right. Right.
So for those who own commercial property, this is going to hit them, okay? And there's going to be a big contingency of people saying, I don't want this.
Right.
I have investment property. It's hard
Right.
enough as it is.
Right.
And now rent's going to go up. So there's going to be the negative side of this.
Yeah.
But I still think home ownership is what's important. I think people should own homes as much as possible. We do need renters. We do need vacation rentals. We do need commercial apartment complexes. We need all these
We
things.
need everything, yeah.
Mhm.
The negative is going to be is those costs are going to go up, period.
Right, and I
Okay.
guess in my mind, I separate the two. I separate the investment in the corporations and the block buying from, my neighbor who's
Right.
trying to stay in her house.
Right. Yeah.
They're separate things to me, and I guess I assume that the corporate entities kind of have the
There's
resources
there's a
to.
profit
Right.
sector.
Yeah.
and we're working for profit, that's one thing, but then there's just I want to live sector. And it's the
Right.
I want to live sector is the one I want to protect.
Right.
The profit sector, we can make adjustments and move and change and
Or they can
adjust our
decide.
budget.
Yes.
To go elsewhere. if
Yeah,
they
or
need
do
to.
whatever
Right.
they need to do.
Right.
And rents may have to go up, but again, what happens when rents go up? Home ownership goes up.
Right. True.
Oh, because people transition from
Right.
renting to
Exactly.
owning.
They're going,
There's
well,
a
I might as well buy a
lot-
house.
Right. Well,
Right.
and I can just see our county officials right now going, "Oh, that's just what we need: more primary ownership,
Right.
less taxes to deal with." But that's what's
Right.
going to
Right.
happen.
Yeah. Good
Okay?
point.
You're right, because it will give them an opportunity to make that transition where they might not have had that before.
Well,
Exactly.
it's financially would only be the right
It
choice
would
for
be,
them.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Rents
Right.
go up. Well,
Yeah.
might as well, I can have a lower payment and own.
Right.
So
Exactly.
With very little time left, please give me your phone numbers one more time.
Okay. Debbie Duno at 904-669-0282.
And I'm Steve Collins from Land Title of America, 904-501-4481, 904-501-4481. Text me, call me anytime.
Awesome. I want to thank both of you for
Thank
being
you.
on the show with me today.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you all next week.
Goes fast. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, my pleasure. I
So
love it.
At the last minute, I get you.
Turn that
Call
down.
me anytime.
I know. You're the best.
We call that in our office